Right now we're going to work on escapes from the mount, and we're going to be following the same concepts that we've been talking about throughout the instructional. That encompasses getting our body rooted to the floor, improving our base, not giving up any levers, and being aware of their body weight and where it is. So if I'm in this mount position, what traditionally is not a good position to be in grappling. A lot of times I see people extend here this with your arm. First of all, while you do want to use a frame there, you're not utilizing the proper frame. This is not a frame from this range. You're better off utilizing your elbow and always keeping your frames tight to your body. So instead of utilizing the wrong frame for the wrong range, you want to, at all times, just be mindful that you always want to keep your frames tight to your body. Because even this may work, but if he knows what he's doing, he's going to lock that up, start getting that frame up, go into S-mount, arm lock you, Kimura, all that stuff. Never a good thing. By keeping your elbows tight to your body, you don't give up those levers where he can submit you, control you, all that stuff. So keep this tight to your body. Right now, he can pin me very effectively because his shoulders are lined up with mine, his hips are lined up with mine, and he can sandwich me here. From here, it's more difficult for him to control me. You'll notice I can actually move him a little bit. Okay? Here, I'm not effectively moving him at all. He's pinning me. It's way more important for me to blade my body. Okay? I'm keeping my frames nice and tight. Now, Josh, can you change the position of your legs at all with it, but and still stay in mount? Not really. Not really. Okay, so this elbow is going to stay home. This hand is going to kind of slide down by the hips. Okay, can you slide your hips up? Can you slide your knees up? So I'm kind of controlling him. Even though he's in the mount, I am kind of controlling his position a little bit. That's a good thing. Now, with this leg really tight to the floor, this leg is going to come up and over. I'm going to hook right here in the ankle. And I'm going to do this in one motion. I'm going to pull this up. And as I push this knee so I can control past the knee line, I'm also going to get on the side of my hip. Don't just do this and keep your hips facing over there. Because Josh, just keep your knee and put it right back into place. There. Right. I'm turning immediately, getting my shoulder to the far part of the floor as quickly as I can. It doesn't mean you need to spaz through the position. You never want to spaz through a position. You want to be smooth with your movement. So again, I want to keep my arms to myself. I'm in this mummy position. Now, I'm going to get rooted to the floor. I'm going to use my foot on the floor to create this force, and I'm going to blade my body. I'm going to do this between the floor and his chest. Keep me down. Grab my head. Pin me. Good, you got it? Everything you got. Breathe it into me. Okay? Sometimes it happens, but don't let your shoulders kind of fold in together. Kind of do everything with a proud chest. It's going to give you a little bit more height, and it's going to kind of lessen his ability to be connected and pin you into the floor. Can you pin me? No. Not really. I feel pretty comfortable here. This elbow is going to stay exactly where it is. This arm is going to slide here on the hips. Can you switch to my back at all? No. I'm going to trap here at the level of the ankle, and then as I pull this through, I'm pushing the knee line through, and I'm turning my body down, my shoulder down and away. From here, with my shoulder down, it's going to be way easier for me to frame my body and allow it to get back to a guard position, or maybe even take his back. Now, sometimes what happens is, from here, can you get on your foot and slide your heel back to my belly? Yes, exactly. Sometimes they can switch to this position. So now Josh is in this modified mount, and if I go to try to push his leg with my arm from this range with my hand, I give him the ability to get into this space, again, walk my arms up, and he goes into a higher mount, and I'm in trouble and possibly in danger of an arm lock. So from here, I want to keep my forearm was across his hip. My elbow is going to stay right here where it is. Now, he has to be careful with the amount of space that he gives me between my body and his. If he gives me space, I can actually make that strip movement and turn it into an escape. But it doesn't really work that well. Why? Because Josh is going to stay very well connected to me. So every time I go to move, I can't do it. But because he's connected and stable to me, I can move him. I am now the floor. And I'm going to walk, raise my hip a little bit, and I'm going to use my forearm on his hip to either go into a leg attack or sweep him. And get up. So when you're mounted, keep your arms to yourself. Don't open your elbows up. I'm going to keep them down and low by my hips. I'm going to get rooted to the floor. And now it's time to blade my body like we've been doing in a lot of these escapes. Now I can actually move. Again, I'm just sliding my forearm across his hips. I'm going to scoop right at the level of his ankle. As I scoop, I'm pushing down and then also turning my shoulder down to the floor where I can maybe get my shoulder close to his body and escape. But from the mount, he has options as well. So as I go to try to trap his leg, he knows that's coming and kind of goes into that S mount. My forearm is already here on his hips. He's trying to close down that space so I can't shrimp away anymore. I'm just going to keep my hand close to my body and just hold his knee. I'm going to keep him in this position. I'm now underneath his hip because he's tight to my body. And I'm going to walk away as I put pressure on his hip away from me. So I'm expanding his body, creating some space to either get my leg on the inside or sit his butt to the floor, sit up, and come up into combat base.